Welcome, angels, to Buzzard's Corner of Love. Think outside the box, where you can think new thoughts and create new you, where you can shift your perspective of anything in your life, and where you can also have new creative ideas and explore new creative ideas, that and so much more. Right here at Think Outside the Box, I am Heather Buzzard of Buzzard's Corner of Love, bringing people back to themselves where we uplift and inspire you angels to become more who you truly came here to be. We are closing out our theme of the month, rebirth and renewal, as we spring into the new you, which is why I'm showing up this way. I have sprung into the new me. Now, normally, angels, you don't see me in this manner. Yet, this butterfly that I'm wearing is one of my totem animals, and it represents my spirituality. Actually, I spoke about this a couple of weeks ago on my past show about this rebirth and renewal, what I was going through, and how my animal is the butterfly. Yet I was born with the egg, went through the process of the caterpillar, and now have morphed into this butterfly, which is why I'm wearing this outfit, because this represents where I'm at now in this fifth dimension. And angels, this last month truly has been a rebirth and a renewal in my life. I've had people outside of myself come to me and tell me that they see the changes within me. Now, it's the outer is a reflector of what goes on within ourselves, angels. And the people that have spoken to me about this transformation that I'm walking through, they're telling me they're able to see my light shining, that they can tell a difference in how I'm speaking and how I'm walking and talking. And I'm sharing all this with you to ask you, where in your life do you see that transformation? Where do you see that rebirth and this renewal? Now, I don't always show up on my shows like this, yet one thing that I am coming into understanding in this rebirth and renewal process is that this isn't just for a one day time period, it is to be consistent. So I will show up more and more differently on shows. I'll be wearing different, characters and playing different characters, I shall say. Yet it's all a part of my expansion, and it is all a part of my rebirthing and my renewal and stepping out on faith and trust and belief in myself, knowing that I am good enough, that I am worthy enough to show up in this manner. And I tell you, angels, that's what rebirth and renewal does for you. It gives you the opportunity to show up in a new way and a new confidence about yourself. So, where in your life are you showing up new? As we close out this theme of the month, we've had Easter, we've had all the symbolic symbolizations of rebirth and renewal, with even the water baptism. If you've got water baptized throughout this month, that's a symbol of being rebirthed and renewed. So we've had all these symbolizations of rebirth and renewal, yet where is it showing up in your life? Is it showing up in your consciousness? Is it showing up in the way that you dress? Is it showing up in how you carry yourself? Is it showing up in how you speak to yourself or how you speak to others? In what way, shape, or form is this renewal showing up in your life as you spring into this new you? Angels, I've sprung into this new me. And this new me has actually expanded my consciousness, and it has helped me open up even more. And as I opened up even more and as I've expanded, new things have come into my life. I've experienced new opportunities. I've experienced new events. I've shifted and changed in just that manner. My One of my gurus was telling me that I took a leap of faith by attending an event that I had no idea would shift my perspective. That was my leap of faith. And angels, I would rather be willing and not know than not know and not be willing, because it takes willingness in order to shift and change. Yeah, getting back to the theme of our month of rebirth and renewal, as you can see, I have rebirthed myself and I have renewed myself. And this is something that will be a consistent, ongoing process in my life. So, the spiritual meaning of rebirth and renewal is metaphorically, it describes a period of renewal and transformation, which is often associated in the springtime, because springtime is when the newness comes into play, new plants, etc. So on. A spiritual renewal, the spring can symbolize a rebirth and a new beginning, mirroring the potential for spiritual growth and transformation. And it is no coincidence, angels, that I'm rebirthing and renewing myself as spring is coming into play, because that plays along in my chart, in my astrology chart of growth and transformation. Healing and letting go. Like nature sheds all of what winter didn't use, leaves all, nature just lets it go. Where in your life can you let things go so that you can renew and have a new sense of peace? I'll give you an example for myself. This hair right here that I'm wearing today, angels, I've had to do a lot of shifting and changing in my thinking. Shifting and changing in my thinking, and accepting that it is okay for me to wear this, that I'm not quote unquote fake. So it's shifted. I had to do a lot of work within my consciousness in order for this new person to stand in front of you today. So I'm asking you, where in your life have you done work, whether it be in your consciousness, in your relationships, or where it may be, so that you can stand new with confidence and be proud and happy of who you are? The other day, I went to this event that shifted my perspective about myself. And without even realizing it, angels, I felt so proud of me being who I am. The fact that I'm a woman, I'm an independent woman, I'm an interdependent woman depending on God, that I am living out here, that I have a relationship with spirit, that I carry myself in a manner of peace and love and joy, and people feel that energy. I had a lady ask me the other day, she said, I don't know what it is you're doing. She said, but whatever it is, she said, I need a piece of that. She said, because I can feel you. And it's when you're able to feel someone's energy, angels, that you really can tune into that shift, tune into that positive vibration. And that's what we here at Buzzard's Corner of Love do. We send off a positive vibration. And as we send off this positive vibration, it doesn't only affect you, it affects ourselves as well, and Buzzard's Corner of Love. So this whole month of rebirth and renewal has been a transformation of my mindset, how I look at myself, how I show up with myself, not only out in public, yet online, on my shows, on my Thursday show, my Tuesday show with my clients. How do I choose to show up? How do I choose to show up when I go out in public? Do I speak softly? Do I encourage? Do I love others in a silent manner if that's what it requires? Do I keep my thoughts of criticism and whatnot to myself and instead encourage, support, and uplift others? This is all renewal, angels. For me personally, I'm sharing what my personal renewal is. Increase energy and enthusiasm. As I've gone through this rebirth and renewal, you will have increased energy and enthusiasm, because springtime is when new growth comes into play. Yet for me in this personal transformation, the energy and the enthusiasm has come from having a new look, dressing differently, carrying myself with confidence, smiling, laughing, talking with people in a different manner, sharing a part of myself with others in a different way. Angels, that has brought enthusiasm and energy into my space. And I tell you, with that enthusiasm and that energy, it brings excitement. And you have something to look forward to. Last week I said, wait until you see me. Next week, you'll see how I sprung into the new me. And this is who I am, angels. And I am now bringing this to my space of Buzzard's Corner of Love. That's a shift in my consciousness. I'm using myself as a personal example to show you where I've shifted and changed. Those of you who normally watch my show, you can see the transformation. Grab your favorite beverage, angels. Take yourself a sip. I got iced tea today. So as you witness this transformation that's occurred within me from then until now, then you know that what we speak of is true. New opportunities and dreams. Angels with the transformation, new opportunities and new dreams come to you. I'll share with you my personal transformation. Because of this transformation that I'm moving through and have moved through, it has opened up speaking opportunities on virtual stages. It has given me the opportunity to meet people I would never meet online and become friends with them. Doing spiritual summits, meditations, which we're doing next month, May 6th, at the New Earth Ascension Summit, talking about male relationships and boundaries, which we will be at a virtual speaking summit in July, speaking on that topic. So, being in this space has opened up new opportunities and new dreams because it isn't only just virtual speaking, angels. People are coming to Buzzard's Corner of Love to be coached, to be group coached, to be individually coached, to uplift, inspire, and encourage so that we can share our energy with them. And I tell you, when you stand in who you are and you stand in your purpose and you have that enthusiasm and that energy and you're willing and you allow, the universe will bring it to you. It can't do anything except that. Communication with the divine. We here at Buzzard's Corner of Love, we write down lists of gratefulness and appreciation. We do that on a pretty regular basis. We write, we journal daily, whether it's lists of appreciation or just writing about our day, because it helps get that negativity or that energy out within you, and you don't have to carry it. If something's bothering you, you can write it down and look at it on paper, and it really isn't as bad as it seems when it's held in your consciousness. Also, talking with the divine, giving thanks and gratefulness and appreciation for what we have in our life, for what is coming to us in our life, giving thanks and appreciation for what it is we can't see yet, knowing that we already have that. And I tell you, angels, that is faith at work. When you are able to give thanks and appreciation for something that you cannot see yet, the universe has to answer you. The universe answers the just and the unjust alike. Yet when you are consciously aware and you're working within the laws of the universe, then you know that the universe will serve you and the universe will answer you. And that is what is happening here with me in my personal transformation. The universe is filling in the grid, so to speak. And all I need to do, angels, is just allow life to come to me. Examples of how to spring into the new you. Self-reflection. How many of you out here in this world self-reflect? And it's taking time to assess your spiritual life and identify areas where you'd like to grow. That's what I had to do with myself. I had to really sit down and do some self-reflecting, angels. I also did a lot of mirror work. Mirror work is powerful because the mirror does not lie. So when you're able to stand in the mirror and claim who you are, then you know you are in that space. Mirror work is powerful. Yet self-reflection and goal setting is powerful as well, because I know in the month of April, I went through a lot of self-reflection and goal setting, and it was triggered by the International Women's Day Summit that I was in. And that just opened up a whole new avenue of opportunities to me and to Buzzard's Corner of Love, which these opportunities have come from that one starting point back in April. Yet prior to that, angels, I had to reflect on myself, and I had to reflect on what my spiritual life meant, what direction I wished to take my spirituality in, which direction I wished to take myself and Buzzard's Corner of Love in, and sharing my experiences. How do you choose to do that was the question in my mind. I identified areas in my life where I had to work on myself, such as the image. You can't show up on national TV. Well, you can if you want to, but professionally in t-shirts and shorts, that doesn't work. So I've had to change my whole entire outer because the inner has changed. And angels, that's the only way the outer changed, is because the inner changed. Prayer meditation. We speak about that a lot here at Buzzard's Corner of Love. And that is one thing that also helped me move into this space of transformation. Sitting and meditating, walking meditation, walking outside in nature, sitting outside in the sunshine, allowing the sun to just feel, to reflect on your face and your hands and your body, and to feel the warmth of the sun, to hear the birds chirping, to listen to the leaves of the trees rustle, to look at the new growth that is coming into play, the new flowers, the buds that are springing up from the earth. This is all ways to help you really meditate on life and walking outside, looking out your window, reflecting on how awesome this universe is, that this universe spins. We don't give any thought to it, how it holds us on this planet, how gravity holds us on this planet. We don't give any thought to that. Being grateful and appreciative of this planet. Angels, these are all ways that you can pray and meditate and help yourself move forward. You don't have to sit down and do this to pray. You can just say, thank you, Spirit. That's a simple prayer in itself. God knows our heart. There isn't anything that we can hide from Spirit. That's why we don't have to use words. Spirit doesn't use words. Spirit is energy. The more words we use, I believe, the more confused we can become. I've experienced that in my life. You can do acts of service and compassion. What acts of service and compassion do you do? In fact, we're going to be doing a show in a few months about acts of kindness. Being kind and compassionate, angels, is a quality that this world is missing. In what way, shape, or form can you be kinder or more compassionate toward yourself? Because that's where it starts first. In order for me to be in this position, I had to find compassion and kindness toward myself. In order to pass that forward, I had to find that within myself. And angels, that's the only way that Heather Christine Buzzard will show up with love and compassion for others, is because of the love and compassion that I've chosen to use for myself. And that's the same with everybody, angels. You too. The only way you can be there for another is if you're there for yourself first. As we move on, you may ask, well, what is the symbolism of spring around the symbol of spring around the world? And it's a kind of internal cleansing to set new goals, make positive changes, and in your day-to-day habits. So when you're setting new goals and you're making positive changes with your day-to-day habits, step by step, you do become a new person. And that is key, angels. As you become new, you feel different. And as you feel different, your confidence climbs. As your confidence climbs, your strength climbs. You trust, you believe, you have faith in who you are. The more that you show yourself, the more you will stand in the confidence of it. I am living proof of it, angels. If you would have told me 10 years ago that I'd be standing here today in this manner, feeling this good about who I am, I wouldn't have believed it. Yet it's true. You have to put in the work, though. That's the key. You have to be willing to put in the work, have to feel to spring into a new you. You have to be creative to spring into a new you. You have to desire it to spring into a new you. You also, angels, if you aren't willing to do any of that, then you can stay where you're at, and that's okay. Yet, in that space where you are, you can't complain and be upset about not moving forward. Actions without works is dead. So you've got to put in some kind of work if you choose to move forward. Last week, we spoke about regrouping consciousness and affirmations and how they regroup your consciousness. And that is true. If you aren't willing to regroup your consciousness, then you're going to think negative 85-90% of your life, because that's what it gravitates for, because it's easy, because the world is so negative. Yet if you choose to live a positive, uplifting, inspiring life, then you use positive affirmations in your life. You spring into the new you by knowing that you're a child of God, by knowing that you're worthy, by knowing that you have all the tools that you need to recreate yourself anew in the grandest version of the greatest vision ever. Yet that inspiration, that picture comes from within you. This that you see here today, angels, came from within me. It was what I created from within myself. You may ask, well, what causes spiritual awakenings? Traumatic experiences, life-changing events, existential crisis, near-death experiences, or just having a natural awakening. And that is what this time is. As we move more and more into this fifth dimensional energy, angels, we are going to either naturally wake up, or one of those things that I just listed off is going to trigger you to wake up. Because this is the time that we are in, the Aquarian age of love, peace, joy, knowing that we are worthy, knowing that the I am within each and every one of us, the I am within each and every one of us can create positive, uplifting, loving, harmony in our life. Affirmations for new beginnings, angels. I am willing to begin anew. I am choosing to recreate myself. I am worthy and deserving for a fresh start in life. I am walking through life with a smile on my face. I am choosing to begin again. I am knowing that I am always one with spirit. I am springing into the new me. I am confident. I am peaceful. I am joyful. I am integrity. I am allowing life to come to me. I am inspiration. I am life. I am that I am that I am. Angels, all affirmations that you can start using today to spring into the new you. New beginning symbolizes a new start, just like a water baptism symbolizes a new start. The lotus flower is a symbol of new beginnings. We mentioned that on one of our shows earlier this month. The lotus flower. And we didn't know that when we made up our Buzzard's Corner of Love. We didn't have any idea that that's what that was. Yet it does represent new beginnings. And so this Buzzard's Corner of Love represents a new beginning, angels. So just listening to this energy can represent a new beginning for you. Allowing yourself to love yourself in a new manner, or just to simply embrace yourself as you are right now, is a way to start anew. You don't have to do anything else except embrace who you are right now in this moment, because now is all we have. And as you embrace yourself now in this moment with love, that love will create the next moment and the next and the next and the next. I am living proof of it. The emotion associated with springtime is joy and excitement. Are you excited about what's coming in your life? In the next few months, angels, I am excited about what is coming into my life in the next 3 months, because I know that I have put out the work, and I know what I planted the seeds, and I know that the law of the universe will answer what I have planted. That is called faith, trust, belief, whatever you want to call it, angels. I know that what I've asked for will come into manifestation. And I am excited about that. And if you can't feel something about what is coming to you, then your life will be a life of stagnation and dormancy. And I've been in that space too. And that isn't a fun space to be in, because you drag around a lot of heavy weight. And we weren't meant to drag around that heavy weight, which is why the fifth dimension is a lighter energy. You feel lighter. You're able to float through life in a lighter manner, and you don't have so much of that past that you're dragging with you. That's what this whole month has been about, angels, to release, let go, rebirth yourself, renew yourself, coming to a new you. That's what the Easter season was all about. All the stories and everything that we shared over this month with you was to help you change yourself. And I know it has worked for me because I've chosen to put in the work, and I've sat with myself and I felt some things that I didn't want to feel. And I went through that process to come out anew. And that's what you need to do too. As if you choose to recreate yourself anew, there may be some things that you don't want to feel. Yet you're going to have to feel it if you want to get to the other side. And it may only last for a minute, or it could last for a couple of days, a week, whatever. It is your choice. How do you choose to move through this? As we move forward, angels, in a spiritual context, new beginnings symbolize rebirth, transformation, and the opportunity for growth and renewal. So as we close out this month of rebirth and renewal, look back on these videos. Listen to these videos again. Take advantage of the links that we put in the chat to get more information. Allow yourself to be rebirthed and to be renewed. You're worth it. You deserve it. You are a child of the Most High Spirit. Life is always for us and never against us. The only person that is against us is ourselves. When you are willing to take personal responsibility and embrace yourself with love, peace, joy, and know that you're worthy and deserving, angels, I guarantee you, you will spring into the new you as I have here. And I feel very proud of who I am. I really do. Grateful and appreciative. Angels, we are grateful and appreciative that you've chosen to share your time here with us at Buzzard's Corner of Love as we closed out our theme of rebirth and renewal. Next week, angels, we're going to be talking about inspiration is the key to life, as the theme of the month next month is inspiration. Speaking of which, I'll be traveling to Texas next month. And that will be an interesting experience because we'll see how much inspiration I receive in Texas. Yet I'm looking forward to visiting my brother there. So that's part of the inspiration, going to Texas. Anyways, so next month, our theme is inspiration. And next week, we're going to be talking about inspiration is the key to life. We're going to share with you why inspiration is key in life, in etc. so on in different meetings, as well as how inspiration has helped me in my life. Angels, you can always go to BUZZARDSKORNER.com, BUZZARDSKORNER, BUZZARDSKORNER with the K.com. Check out our latest blog posting that we put up there. We got our group coaching, which is great for accountability, moving through this transformation with like-minded people, having support. Check out our group coaching packages. If you'd like one-on-one counseling, we have that available as well. Angels, you can find us on all social sites: Facebook, Instagram, X, Reddit, all social sites we are on. And angels, we are looking forward to speaking and seeing with you next week and speaking with you. So, go to BuzzardsKorner.com, sign up for our email, click the like button on this video here, subscribe to our channel, join us here at YouTube as well. Put any comments that you have down below, angels, and we definitely will respond. Until next week, angels, I am Heather Buzzard of Buzzard's Corner of Love, bringing people back to themselves.